Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our garden. Unusually, I'm starting this video from the greenhouse, and there's a very specific reason why I'm doing that because I want to talk to you about greenhouses. And I think greenhouses are sometimes misunderstood by people who are just starting out gardening. So I just want to kind of talk you through it, really. So we've got a greenhouse. We've got this big, you know, aluminium frame, glass. The sun shines in, it gets absolutely roasting hot during the day. So why do we use greenhouses? Well, we use it to gain an advantage on the season. A greenhouse will probably allow us to plant or sow something maybe 2 or 3 weeks more than what we would do if it went outside. And it certainly allows us to grow things like tomatoes much more successfully in the UK. Even though lots of outdoor tomato varieties now exist, I grow some of them and they do really well. But the reason why I'm going to start off with talking about tomatoes is because I think sometimes people get the wrong idea about what a greenhouse is and what it does. So if we look at the tomato, the UK climate generally during, June, July, August, our summers, our average temperatures tend to be from about 20 degrees C to 25. We're sort of low to mid 20s. In Italy, tomatoes grow quite freely outside. That's why it's a big part of the Italian diet. And their summers tend to be 25 degrees to 30 degrees. So mid 20s to high 20s. So we're talking about a difference of 5 or 6 degrees, really. And a greenhouse will give you that. Will give you that temperature difference. Only if you keep the door open, you keep the window open, and you keep it ventilated. If you close a greenhouse, you shut the door, you close the window, and on a day where temperatures are even 20 degrees C and there's no clouds, the temperature in here will get well over 40 degrees C. That's not good for tomato plants. That's on the very high side of what the Italian climate is, for example. So you don't want it to get that hot. And if it's 26 degrees outside and it's a really hot day here in the UK, or 28 degrees, you keep this greenhouse closed, you're going to be nearly 60 degrees Celsius in this greenhouse. I mean, that's enough to kill a person, to be quite frank. That's dangerous to human life, and there's no way your plants are going to survive that. However, if you have this greenhouse open, you have the door open, you have the window open, it probably will be about 7 or 8 degrees warmer than it is outside. And that puts us more in line with the climate of things that we want to grow. If we close everything and we let the temperature climb to 50 degrees, we have the Sahara Desert, and then tomatoes certainly won't grow there. So we have to think of the greenhouse as something that slightly increases our climate temperature rather than something that we keep closed and we just blast everything with heat. The other thing as well is that I'm not really a big fan, unless you're a specialist, I'm not a big fan of the heated greenhouse, because you can heat a greenhouse as much as you want in January, and yeah, sure, you'll keep the frost out and all that kind of stuff, but there isn't enough sunlight, and plants react at least as much to sunlight as they do to temperature. So don't just assume because it's warm, plants will do well. They really do react to light, and that's why most gardeners will tell you that you get to this point here where we are in mid-June, and everything just starts flying because the light levels get higher. So that's the other thing as well. It's not all about the heat. That's not necessarily what we're trying to achieve with the greenhouse. So certainly this time of year, keep it ventilated. I actually rarely close mine at night time, but keep it really well ventilated, and it will serve you very well. But it isn't a hot box, so just bear that in mind. So thanks for listening, guys. Look after yourselves, take care, and bye for now.